I would like to welcome again those who are interested in the matters of artillery, traditional artillery. Today, I just wanted to share with you this video. Well, I am amazed. I have to tell you, I'm amazed. This is again the mod Tushino, and this is a Dva Estriakatia. This is a self-prepared artillery, and these guys just made an awesome job because it's so realistic. It's as close as you can get to the real thing, and let me show you why. Well, and also you will just learn that if you learn the basics of artillery, you shall be fine with everything, with mortars, from mortars to rocket launchers. Everything works basically the same principle. Anyway, what you start with is obviously you level your gun. These big pieces of basically tank chassis, they just dig themselves in. They use their bodies to level the ground if it is not even enough. That's what it is supposed to simulate. In a way, it takes some time, obviously, but as you see, at the end, what you have is a leveled ground. Alright, let's get into it as a Navochik. Navochik means gunner, and you get if you get into it, you will start with the this is the parallel optics. This is the direct shooting optics. You don't want to use this because you're not going to shoot. This is the periscope. What periscope? Let me show you, because this pretty much has the same kind of periscope. You see at the turret what all artillery pieces. You are looking through. What you're doing is basically you are looking through the periscope. You see there? That is the periscope, and that's what you are looking through. And that periscope is basically the same old periscope we use in all artillery pieces. They just measure inclination from a given angle counterclockwise, starting from 3,000 Russian mils, because it's Russian mils. It's not 3,400. And what we need to do is obviously is to get a orientation point. I picked this water tower, which is far enough and the count is good, and this is 76 mils. You see the water tower over there. And what you have to do is to get your sight on it. And now, as my sight is showing what 3000, that means my sight is totally parallel with the barrel. So my barrel is exactly looking at the water tower, but I don't want to do that. I want my barrel to look at the target. What I did, I set up a target up here. It is the target, and here you have the forward observer, and let's get to him. For some reason it is working only from the commander's seat, because everything else just messes up the sight. Anyway, if we come here, we stand up. You see here we have a big juicy convoy. There are some soldiers, a 4x4, and they are just standing in the road. So let's suppose we relay back that information to our artillery team, and they start to calculate. Well, I have made a a table. Well, it is that calculation is so complex that it takes. In fact, in reality, there is a different team, a fire control team, is making all these calculations, preferably by hand. But it is so complex. I don't want to bore you with it. I don't want to bore you with the details of these calculations, but I will show you the principles of it. Anyway, Let's bring up the sight, and you see that it's not leveled vertically, so we will have to level it until the bubble is in the middle, and also have to level it horizontally. And now we're fine, and facing at our orientation point. And what you have to do is to get into the orientation point that we have the orientation azimuth and the target azimuth, and based on the orientation and target azimuth, it is a formula. It will give you my sight azimuth. So if my sight is set at 3594 and I'm looking at the orientation azimuth, that means my barrel should be at 681. That's not difficult. That's a pretty simple subtraction or addition. Anyway, we are here, and our periscope should be at what? It should be at 3595. Let's set our periscope to 3500, 91, 93, 95. What was that? 3595. Let's set that. And now I just want to show you. I just rotated my sight. So the upper bar. Now I'm rotating my turret until I'm rotating the turret together with the sight. I'm rotating until I see my orientation point, which was originally at 76 mils. But now I'm seeing that at 3595. So that means that my barrel is pointing at my desired azimuth. Now what I have the distance and all that stuff. What I need is the weather. That is usually done in a command post or something. This gives all this data. But let's suppose we have a meteorological station and we just get all the data. You need everything. You need temperature, humidity, everything. So you see it's 0.2, the temperature. You have to put it in. The temperature is 0.2, not 1.2, but 0.2. The humidity was what? The humidity is 100%. Wow. The humidity is not 94, but it is 100%. What else we need? All the weather data we can get. The pressure is barometric pressure is 1006.9. Barometric pressure is 1006.9. That's set. And we need the wind. We need all the wind. Wind speed. Yeah. Well, we need a crosswind and the headwind. We set the heading and we said that it is a crosswind blowing from 181 degrees. That means it wants to push our shell counterclockwise, so it is positive. We need to compensate for that clockwise, so it's plus 4.9, the side wind. It is a side wind. It should be 4.9. 4.9, and we must have the headwind. Well, the headwind is tricky because it's blowing from the back, because we are pointing at something like 40 degrees and the wind is blowing at 181. That means it is pushing our bullet. It adds to our range, so we have to depress our elevation, and that's why it has a minus 7.2 degrees. Minus 7.2 meters per second. Minus 7.2. 7.2. It's good. We have the temperature, humidity, pressure. Well, side wind, everything. Well, why do we need that? It's simple, because this mod is awesome. Because with this mod, I show you that you get a range table, an artillery range table of this, where you can calculate with everything. We can get to that distance. It was 1,000 and whatever. it was 1000 and what was our distance? 1766. 1766. So we get this 1600. That was the base elevation, and you have to get everything: the base elevation, the one the distance change, how much the range changes for 1 mil of elevation change, and the 100 meters, and everything basically. But interesting, derivatia. It is deviation. It is just amazing that these guys just calculate with the so-called Magnus effect. It is a dynamical force which has a pretty great deviation effect on the rotating. You know, all rifled projectiles are rotating in the air. As they rotate, they have they are subjected to an aerodynamical force which will deviate them from their course, and you have to compensate for that. It is here you have to compensate for that. That is all side wind, headwind, temperature compensation, pressure compensation, air density compensation, everything. Basically, you have to compensate for everything, and you have to. I just That's why I made this table, because it's so so difficult. Anyway, it gives you the elevation and the side picture as well. The elevation is 376. So what I need to know with 376, I go to the наводчик sheet, and I have to set my elevation page up, page down. It's also on the left side. 300 and what was that? 376. 376. 331. 340. 350. 360. 70. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I just set my sight. Now I have to elevate my barrel. You see, I'm elevating the barrel, and on the right side it shows it at what angle it is, and on all the three lights are on. That means my barrel is at the desired elevation. The second comes up, it warns me I'm close to that, and now it's over, so I have to go a little bit back, and when all three are on, that's fine. My barrel is set to the desired elevation. Well, I am charged with no, I am shooting not with it says 3-2 shell. I need high explosive, so I command my loader to go to high explosive, and I'm shooting with not второй means second. I'm shooting with пятый means fifth charge. So everything is set, though my sight came out of balance, so horizontally, so I will have to balance that out and realign, and also vertically is off. I just rotated, and I need to realign again to my orientation point, the turret, and now I'm set. And now you see my elevation is off, so I have to, and it is okay. So everything is just fine. All is set. I give them but 5 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to the commander's seat and get to our forward observer and see how we did. Oh yeah, it's totally not fine because you moved away. Ah yeah. Oh, another 4x4 is there anyway. It's pretty close. Yeah, we just hit them. 5. Wonderful. That's how it works.